and welcome to Renewed Radiance Yoga with Tami. I'm Tami. I'm so excited that you're here. If this is your first time, welcome. If you have been here before, I'm so excited to see you back. Today I have a real treat for you. Today we have a gentle Vinyasa flow that is going to help you center and ground and prepare you for things that could come up today, tomorrow, or anytime in the future. So if you're ready to go, grab your block, find yourself on your mat, and I'll meet you there.
Let's start today at the top of your mat, feet hip-width distance apart. Draw your palms next to your thighs. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, draw your shoulder blades down your back body. We're going to start today in Tadasana. Open your toes wide, allow them to ground down into your mat. Feel the energy from the earth come into the soles of your feet, past your ankles, your knees. Squeeze your thighs, your glutes. Pull your belly button in. Roll your chest back. Ground your fingers down toward the earth, feeling the energy lengthen from your mat to your fingertips. You can stay right here looking straight at me, or if you prefer to close your eyes or lower your gaze. Take a moment here. Let's center. Let's get ourselves relaxed. We're going to be together for the next 30 minutes. I invite you to make sure your phone is on Do Not Disturb. Lock your door if you need to. Just take a few minutes for yourself, for your self-care, for your grounding. Take another deep breath in through your nose. Lengthen the crown of your head up toward the ceiling. Feeling your spine lengthen from your waistband all the way up to your head. Exhale. Let all the tension of the day go. I invite you to seal your lips closed going forward, putting a gentle contraction in the back of your neck for an Usai breath, which sounds like the ocean. Breathing in through your nose, constrict your neck. Exhale out of your nose. Maybe even envisioning that you're at the ocean today. Keep breathing in through your nose. Exhale out of your nose. Keep that rhythm going long and strong. Taking a moment here to think about what brought you to your mat today. Maybe you're here for some self-care. Maybe you're here for grounding, awareness, to honor yourself or to honor someone else. Whatever the reason you are here, put that thought to the center of your forehead, to your mind's eye. And if anything today gets sticky or things get tough, always return back to why you came to your mat today. Take one more deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth wide. Release all the tension from the depths of your belly, from your waistband to your navel, past your heart, out through your throat. And when you think you've exhaled enough, push a little bit more out. And then seal your lips closed. And if your eyes are closed, flutter them open now. Inhale, sweep your arms high to the sky. Kiss your fingertips to touch and bring your hands down to heart center, Samatiti. Inhale, start to squeeze your shoulder blades gently. We're just warming up. Bring your fingertips to touch. Your hands down to heart center, Samatiti. One more time, open your heart to the front of your mat. Sweep your arms wide. Kiss your fingertips to touch. And then bring your hands shoulder width apart and draw your shoulder blades down your back body. Bring your big toes to touch if they're not already there. Squeeze your glutes tight and draw your left hand around your right wrist, pulling your right wrist high to the ceiling, feeling a stretch in your right side body. Then draw your right fingers toward the left side of the room, feeling a stretch as you push your hips toward the right. Keep breathing, keep stretching. Inhale back to center. Release your hands and grip the opposite wrist, lengthening it out of your waist. And then drawing your fingers to the opposite wall, feeling your hips pushing to the left side. Feel the stretch. Keep breathing. Remember to keep your feet grounded, all four corners onto the earth. They may feel a temptation to roll up, but keep them grounded, big toes to touch. Inhale back to center. Release your grip. Give your hands a little bit of a wiggle here. And then draw your hands to your back pockets as if you're sticking your hands in your back pockets, pulling your elbows to the back of the room and your feet hip-width distance apart. Once again, draw your elbows toward the back of the room. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Look up toward the ceiling. Pull the energy from your ankles to your knees, to your thighs. Pull your belly button in. Shine your heart to the front of the room. Look up high to the sky. And then gently start to push your pelvis to the front of the room, tracing the ceiling with your gaze for gentle back bend. Keep breathing. Keep stretching. And when you think you've gone just enough, maybe you come down a millimeter more. Inhale, draw yourself all the way back up to standing. Exhale, draw your hands down your back body, hinge at your hips. Uttanasana, forward fold, all the way down. Draw your hands next to your fingers with your fingertips in line with your toes. Release your forehead. Draw the crown of your head down toward the earth. Take notice of where the energy is in your feet. Put more energy into your big toes, out of your heels, pushing your hips up a little bit higher. You can stay right here with your fingers onto the earth. If you'd like a different sensation, you can always find your blocks and bring your hands onto your blocks or onto the front of your shins, or you can even grip the sides of your calves. Today, we're working on grounding, lengthening, strengthening. We're working on your hamstrings. So it's not always about how low you can go, but how long you can make the back of your body. Continue to draw the crown of your head down toward the earth, your gaze to the back of the room. If this is starting to feel uncomfortable, you can always ease out or put a micro bend into your knees. Sometimes our hardest poses are our stillest poses, so lean in. Put more energy into your big toes. Uttanasana. Keep breathing. To come down a little bit lower, you can start to bend your elbows. If you'd like a deeper stretch, you can even draw your hands behind your calves, bringing your fingertips straight down in your forehead to your shins. Keep breathing. Keep stretching. Keep working. Wherever your hands are, release them back by your toes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Lengthen your spine. Push your heart up to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Draw your forehead closer to your shins. Inhale. Draw your hands to the front of your shins. Lift your heart. Flatten your back. Adho Uttanasana. Half lift. Put more energy into your big toes and look down as if you're looking into a swimming pool. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, micro bend your knees. Sweep your arms all the way up. Uttanasana. Fierce pose. Tuck your tail. Look down. Can you see your toes? Push your hips back a little bit farther, and you can reach your thumbs toward the back of the room and come down a little bit lower. Yeah, so bring your ears in line with your biceps. Squeeze your thighs tight. And if it helps, just keep saying, Uttanasana, 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 fierce pose. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale. Draw the palms of your hands to the front of your shins. Lift your heart. Flatten your back. Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Push one hand and then the other out in front of you. And then step your left foot back. Step your right foot back. Float your body over your wrist. Starting to set up for our Chaturanga Tadasana. You can stay right here. You can come down onto your knees. Whichever works best for you. Float your body over your wrist. Pull your elbows in. Come halfway down or all the way down. Draw your gaze about a foot out in front of you. Pull your belly button in. Exhale, come all the way down. Untuck your toes. Bring your forehead onto the earth. Your hands directly underneath your shoulders. Inhale. Lift your heart. Pull your elbows in. Bhujangasana. Cobra pose. Exhale, come all the way down. Let's do that again. Another Bhujaga Cobra pose. Or if you'd like a little bit more, you can lengthen your arms. Press all the way up. Pull your thighs off of the earth. Your gaze up to the ceiling. For Ardha Mukha Savasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, push high up. Push your hips high to the sky. Ardha Mukha Savasana, downward facing dog. Start to pedal your feet here. Moving yourself left, moving yourself right. Take notice of where the energy is in your hands. Push it away from your wrist into your fingertips. Yes. Grounding your hands into the earth. Feeling the energy from your fingertips to your elbows, to your shoulders. Bring your ears in line with your biceps. Push your hips high to the sky. Start to find stillness. Bend your knees deeply. Draw your belly toward your thighs, keeping the energy into your fingertips. Exhale, start to lower your heels down to the earth. Doesn't matter how low you go. It matters that your heels are reaching and your back is long and strong. Inhale. Look to the top of your mat. Hop, step, or walk your feet hip-width distance apart directly behind your wrist. Uttanasana, forward fold. You can keep your hands by your toes or you can reach for opposite elbows here. Rocking your body from side to side for ragdoll. Whatever variation works for you, keep working. Take notice of your breath. Has it grown shallow? Take a deep breath in through your nose. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale. Release your hands down to the earth. Bend your knees. And then sweep your arms high to the sky. Kiss your fingertips to touch. Exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Simatiti. Inhale, sweep your arms high to the sky. Feel your shoulder blades touch. Reach toward the back of the room. Look up toward the ceiling. Kiss your fingertips to touch. And your hands down to heart center. Simatiti. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Come all the way down, forward fold. Bring your hands to the earth. Step your right foot back. Step your left foot back. Float your body over your wrist. Get ready for this vinyasa. Bend your elbows, tuck them into your body, chaturanga, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, Ardha Mukha Savasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot between your hands. Pivot your back foot to a 45-degree angle and windmill your arms all the way up. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana. 2. Look over your middle finger, but first take notice, is the arch of your back foot in line with the heel of your front foot? Get it there. Rearrange your feet. This is a wonderful grounding pose. You can feel the energy working from the back edge of your foot down into the earth. Pull your belly button in. Exhale, come down a little bit lower. Take notice of your arms. Keep them both long and strong, palms facing down, and your gaze over your middle finger. Keep working, keep stretching. Pull your thighs toward each other. It seems like such a simple pose, but it's not easy. Got a lot going on here. Take a deep breath in, lengthen your spine. Exhale, draw your front arm behind your front foot and your back arm high to the sky, side angle. Bend your front knee a little bit deeper. You may find that you want to put your palms straight down on the earth. Bring yourself to spider fingers. If you need a little bit more support, find a block. It's not about laying your thigh on your side on your thigh. It's about lengthening out of your body, feeling the energy from your back foot. Take notice of your knee. If it's dumping down, bring it right back. Push it up against the inside of your elbow. Yes. Side angle. Exhale, windmill your top arm all the way down. Pivot your back foot, step back, float back. Vinyasa. Chaturanga, halfway down. Upward facing dog. Urdhva Mukha Savasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Step your other foot up toward the front. Stay right here. I'm going to show you from the back side now. Pivot your back foot and sweep your arms all the way up. Take notice. Bring the arch of your back foot in line with the heel of your front foot. Make your adjustments. Take a deep breath in. Lengthen your spine. Squeeze your thighs together. Exhale. Come down a little lower. Oh, yeah. You got this. Look over your middle finger. This is your Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Keep working, keep squeezing, keep grounding. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw your front hand behind your front foot, up on spider fingers, your back arm all the way up. Uttanasana, Parvahasana, side angle. You got this. Remember, up on your fingers, on a block. You can even bring your arm to your thigh if that's where you need to be today. Don't dump your side body onto your thigh. Keep working, keep grounding. Press your knee to the inside of your elbow. Yes, I know you got this. Exhale, windmill both arms all the way down. Pivot your back foot, step back. Flow forward, Vinyasa, Chaturanga, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, Adho Mukha Shavasana, downward facing dog. You know the flow. Let's take a go here. Inhale, step your left foot between your hands. Pivot your right foot and come all the way up. Warrior 2. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, float your top arm all the way down and pivot your back foot. Float your front foot back and float your body over your wrist. Chaturanga time. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your opposite foot between your hands. Pivot your back foot and windmill your arms all the way up. Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw your front hand to the outside of your front foot. Your back arm straight up. Look up at your fingers. Uttanasana, Vinyasa. Keep holding. Sometimes those Sanskrit words tickle our tongues, but we know where we're going and we know what we're doing. Float your top arm down, step back. Float your body over your wrist, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time. Step your left foot forward. Pivot your right foot to a 45-degree angle and windmill all the way up. Warrior 2. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, float your arm all the way down. Pivot your back foot. Step back. Vinyasa flow. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Step your left foot forward. Pivot your right foot to a 45-degree angle. Come all the way up. Virabhadrasana, Warrior 2. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw your front arm behind your foot. and your back arm straight up. Exhale, windmill down. Step back. Here we go. Float your body over your wrist. Give me a good chaturanga. Keep your elbows in. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold here. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out of your nose. You got this. Keep breathing. Keep working. Walk your feet to the center of your mat. Bring your hands back to meet your feet. Wiggle your toes at yourself. And then draw your hands underneath the soles of your feet, bringing your toes all the way up to your wrist. Maybe give your wrist a little massage here. That feels good. Bend your elbows deeply, drawing your gaze to the back of the room for your gorilla pose. Keep pushing your hips high to the sky. Take notice if this is uncomfortable for your hands. You can always bring yourself to peace fingers. Wrap them around your big toes. Still bend your elbows to the side walls and look straight down. If that is still not feeling comfortable for your body today, you can always find your blocks. Have them right here with you. Come up onto spider fingers. Bend your elbows. Don't dump your hands onto the blocks. Spider fingers as best you can. Hinge over. Bend your elbows. Keep bending your elbows. This is your gorilla pose. Padahadasana. Take a deep breath in. Lengthen your spine. Exhale out of your nose. Hinge forward. Come a little bit deeper. Bend your elbows as wide as feels right. If not today, someday your forehead may even reach your shins. Inhale, release your hands down to the earth. If you've picked up a prop, move them out of your way. Draw your hands to the front of your shins. Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, micro bend your knees and come up one vertebrae at a time. Allowing the palms of your hands to graze the sides of your legs, coming all the way up to Tadasana. Allowing your face to be the last thing to rise, all the way up. Find yourself at the top of your mat, facing forward. Wiggle your toes, bringing all four corners into the earth. Feel the energy from your ankles to your knees, thighs, glutes. You can close your eyes or lower your gaze if that feels right. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out of your nose. Remind yourself of why you're here today. And then flutter your eyes open. Top of your mat, have your hands on your hips, and then open your feet wide, about one leg length apart. Bringing your toes pointing toward the front of the room. Pull your belly in. Lengthen your spine. Hinge at your hips. Come halfway down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale all the way down. Bringing your fingers by your toes. The crown of your head down toward the earth. Start to bend your elbows like your chaturanga arms. Looking toward the back of the room. For a deeper stretch, you can always start to tiptoe your hands farther back, bending your elbows. Keep bending, keep working, bringing your fingers to point toward the back of the room. If your head is easily grazing your mat, then I invite you to tiptoe your toes a little bit closer for less of a wide angle. Yes. Keep working. Your body is nice and warm here. Now is the time to allow your feet to ground down. Your hips to push up to the ceiling. Any stress or tension you still may be feeling, allow it to pour out of the crown of your head down to the earth. Take a deep breath and lengthen your back body up to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold even deeper, bringing the crown of your head in line with the earth, hips to the ceiling. Feel the stretch in your hamstrings. Maybe even noticing more weight on the edges of your feet. Keep breathing. Wherever your hands are, bring them right back in line with your toes. Then draw your hands onto your waist. And with a micro bend into your knees, come all the way up. Meet me at the top of your mat. Shake it out. Sweep your arms high to the sky. Bring your hands to touch and your big toes to touch. Lengthen your spine. Draw your shoulder blades down your back body. Interlace your fingers, leaving your steeple fingers pointed high. Once again, draw your shoulder blades down your back body, toes to touch. Inhale, crown to the ceiling. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Bring your fingers toward the left side of the room, your hip to the right side of the room. Take notice, is this a little bit deeper than the earlier pose? Roll your chest and look up toward the ceiling for a deep, intense twist. Exhale, come down a little lower. Oh, don't anticipate. Keep going lower. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hinge the opposite way. Oh, yes. Feel your hip pushing away from you, your fingertips. Reaching. Look up to the ceiling. Roll your chest open. Feel that intense twist and stretch. Take a deep breath and lengthen your fingers. Exhale, come down a little lower. Yeah. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, float your hands to your back pockets. Once again, open up. Hip width distance apart. Pull your elbows. Squeeze your shoulder blades to touch. Ground down into your feet. Look up to the ceiling. Trace the ceiling with your gaze and push your pelvis to the front of the room. If not today, someday, you may even be able to see the floor behind you. Keep going. Keep reaching. Keep squeezing your elbows together. Keep breathing. Inhales, if you have a string wrapped around your heart, come all the way up. Hinge at your hips, forward fold, all the way down. Step your right foot back. Step your left foot back. Lower your knees to the earth. Bring your knees and your ankles to touch. Reach your hands all the way out in front of you. Your forehead down to the earth. Vinyasa, child's pose. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth wide. Exhale. Release your hips closer to your heels. Keep breathing. You've done a lot of hard work. Now is the point of practice where we start to allow this hard work to marinate in to your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body. Keep breathing. If you feel your shoulder blades are eating your ears, tiptoe your fingers closer to the top of your mat. Ground your fingertips into the earth. And with no movement in your hands, pull the energy from your fingertips to your elbows, your shoulders, and down your back body, releasing any tension. Push your hips closer to your heels. Take one more deep breath in through your nose. Fill your full body with fresh, clean air. Open your mouth. Exhale. Release all the stale air you may have. And then start to tiptoe your fingers back underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips, the tabletop. And then cross your ankles here and walk your hips all the way over your heels, coming to cross-legged seated position. Reach your legs out in front of you. Give them a good shake as you shimmy to the middle of your mat. Draw the soles of your feet into the earth, your knees up to the ceiling. Wrap your hands around your shins, pulling your knees close. Lengthening your spine. Give yourself the biggest hug that you've deserved. And you don't have to run it. You definitely deserve it. Draw your chin to your chest. Take another deep breath in. Come onto the balls of your feet. And with your exhale, come all the way down onto your back body. Keep your knees into your chest and rock your body from side to side, releasing any tension that you may have in your lower back. Yes, this feels good. Take one more moment to get any energy released that you may need to. And then return to stillness. Once again, wrapping your hands around your shins, bringing your forehead up to your knees. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Squeeze tight. Exhale. Release your head down to the earth, your feet to the edges of your mat. Starting to find your way to your Shavasana. Your hands can be down by your hips, palms up for receiving, or palms down for grounding. In your Shavasana, allow your feet to naturally fall open. If you have any props handy that you would like to have to make this pose more desirable for you, I invite you to grab them. You can close your eyes or lower your gaze. And if you have an eye pillow or towel, you can always drape it over your eyes. Taking the time to allow the earth to cradle your body, absorb your energy, and anything you need to release. You can stay right here in your Shavasana pose as long as you like. I thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you haven't already, make sure to ring the bell so you can see each and every time I come online. You can do this practice as many times as you would like. And I invite you to encourage your friends to find some movement just like you did today. Namaste.